Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. It's April 15, 2022. I hope you're doing well, staying safe, and just in a good state of mind. There's a lot going on in the world that's troubling. I just wish everyone peace and safety wherever they are. Today's April 15th, like I said, and for many, today represents something of meaning in their lives. For some, it's Passover. For others, it's Good Friday. And for even others in the United States, it's Jackie Robinson Day. And to this year commemorates 75 years of integration of baseball. So it's many things for many people, and it might be something else for you that I haven't mentioned. And as I reflected on these three events that I'm aware of, or three celebrations, or three remembrances, I couldn't help but think about how courage shows up in all of them. Courage for the Jews, courage for Jesus Christ, and courage for Jackie Robinson. And so I'm persuaded that joy at work depends on having courage. Joy at work depends on us being willing to act and take steps in the presence of uncertainty, doubt, and potentially fear. That's required. And this is not easy, but nothing, difficult actually came from easy actions. And so this is why courage is so important. It's been said that courage allows us to basically pull off or act or do all the other things we believe in, because when we have courage, we're able to stand up to things that we see going on around us that might not be right. So courage in the workplace is so important because it's the thing that enables you to take on a role that you might not feel that comfortable with when you start. Courage allows you to step into your boss's office and say, "Hey, I have some feedback I'd like to share with you," even though you know the feedback might not be well received. It's having the ability to pull a peer to the side and say, "I'd like to have a conversation with you." It's courage enables you to challenge an idea, a product idea, and say, "I don't think that that will work." Now, courage is not acting rashly like some people think it might be, or saying whatever you want to say. No, there are ways to say things, there are ways to do things. But courage is acting in those ways, knowing that the outcome might not be pleasant, but this still needs to be said. And I really believe joy at work depends on this. Courage is being willing to step into a meeting 10 minutes late because something in your personal life delayed you. And you know everyone's going to look at you, but you really want to be at that meeting to hear what's being said. That's what courage is really about. And we develop our courage by acting courageously. People often ask me, like, where do you get courage from? The only way I know you get courage is by doing courageous acts. And it's one of these things that it begins to pay off like dividends. Like the more you put yourself out there respectfully, carefully, but in uncomfortable positions, the easier it becomes over time to raise your hand and say, "Hey, I'd like to say something. I don't think we're doing the right thing over here." I think it's really hard to experience joy at work without courage, because that means you basically take anything that comes to you, have no response, and you're not acting out of yourself, right? It's almost a form of self betrayal when we want to say something but never say it because we're so concerned about what the outcomes may be. And so think about courage, think about how you can develop courage, think about something in your work experience right now that probably requires you to step into with a little bit more courage and address. I'm not promising you that the outcome in that situation will be pleasurable, but I do believe that as you do that, you will begin to experience a new type of freedom because you're taking ownership for yourself. You're becoming accountable for yourself. So, joy at work requires courage. Whatever you're doing this weekend, whatever you're celebrating this weekend, I wish you a good time. Take care. I'll see you next time. Please don't forget to ask people to subscribe and forward this to your friends. Bye.